welcome everyone to one of the talk today. So today for Bali Bungkus, we're going to have Luca who's going to talk about how to do the social recruiting on LinkedIn and how to set up your LinkedIn profile. A bit. Okay. I also want to tell you more about our events that we're going to have this week. So tomorrow we're going to have a free co-working day. So you can invite your people, your friends to come here and experience Ubud. And also later on that day, tomorrow, we're gonna have a Ubud social hour. And for that one, we're gonna have karaoke night. So I want you guys to all join us tomorrow. And please bring your friend as well, the more the merrier. And there will be some beers and also cocktails available at canteen at that time, so you can just order from there. And what else? So basically that's it. Maybe we should welcome Mr. Luca right now.
Okay, thank you very much, Kashi, for your introduction, like every time. And so today we will see some different tools, actions, and strategies to find people or candidates online. Of course, on LinkedIn, first of all. And after we'll see some different other platforms like Facebook. There is also a great tool for that. And I know that in Ubud a lot of people like Instagram, so there is also a tool for that. Anyway, I am Luca, and I came here in September of the last year, here in Ubud, and I just went out for 2 weeks in Australia, but I spent all the time here in this amazing place, and for me actually it became after a family, so so the next week I will go out from here. So sad for that, but thank you very much for this amazing period that I had the opportunity to share with all of you, and I grab also new friends and new skills thanks to other people. So I don't want to spend any time about to describe what I do, what I've done in my past, what I'm doing right now. I just want to see something about my headline. So I'm career advisor from 7 years and recruiter specialized in technical and sourcing. So in this case, social recruiting with Social Talent. It's a company in Dublin, Ireland. And for me, the goal, my mission, it's every time find new job opportunities for people and help companies to find new candidates. And when a person, in this case, thanks to our job, found a new job, for me, it's the best thing in the world. And I'm so glad about this kind of action. So in this workshop, we just see 100% just technical stuff, no slides. I didn't prepare any kind of slides because I don't like about this kind of topic. So, and I have just a question for you, and it's the most important question about this workshop. And this question, you can also write your reply, your answer on your laptop, or if you have paper and pen, you can do the same. Just think about how do you sourcing. So I mean, how do you research people online? What do you do when you want to sourcing for someone? For example, my mission is sourcing for a developer in London, and I say, okay, what is the next step? I thought to ask you this this question because for me it's really important to present each others, to present ourselves, not with our name. So I'm doing that, I am a copywriter and so on, but in this case the topic of the content about this workshop, it's about how to improve our sourcing skills. So for me it's very important to understand, after your name of course, how do you sourcing people online. So we have 2-3 minutes for do that, so just thinking about this kind of action. You can write on your laptop, you can write wherever you want, but after we will share about our comments and our sourcing actions. Are you ready? Do you understand my question? Was very difficult? No. Okay. We have 2 minutes from right now, and it's very easy if you have every time there is actually was the first lesson that I learned in my sourcing life and also in social recruiting. Everything. So this lesson was we can sourcing for someone if we don't have an object, if we don't have a mission. So if in this case I have a mission to sourcing for a developer in London, I know what I'm looking for. If I don't have anything, I would just lost my time and it's not the great result. So if you like right now you have a mission, an object to reach, like I would like to keep in touch on LinkedIn with more copywriters in Lisbon or in Rome or in somewhere else in the world. Just write that, and after that my step will be 1, 2, 3, just one. Just it'd be very nice to understand how do you sourcing people online, because that is the most important side part of our workshop also in this case. If you don't have any ideas about that, it's of course a great answer. 2 minutes. Can count? If you don't want to write and after you would just want to share with the others, it's also okay, don't worry. It's very important to have this kind of moment together and improve our sourcing actions. Also think about the platforms, or if you use some apps, there are lots of networking apps. I don't know if you know Ripple, it's not Bitcoin, it's another app called Ripple. If you know Stripe, there are lots of people that use this kind of networking apps to find more people, but it's for sure it's not the best way. If you're looking for people on Instagram, if you're looking people on Facebook, LinkedIn, GitHub, Stack Overflow, there are a lot of platform about it. And my second question was, it'd be, how would you sleep tonight?
What?
Oh, for me, it was really bad actually. So was for the. Someone told me that was for the moon. Okay, that's why.
For me, the last 2 nights were bad, but this night was good, finally.
What drugs did you take?
Yeah, a good massage.
Okay, so 30 seconds, and after we can share our results and we can share our sourcing actions. It'd be very nice to understand how do you sourcing really, because we will see for sure a lot of different ways to sourcing people online. I just think about your current mission. For example, right now, I would like to have more connections with social media manager in Istanbul. It's just a stupid example. So sorry for social media manager in Istanbul, but was just to make an example. But just working about your currently needs about sourcing. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. How do you sourcing online?
Predominantly LinkedIn.
LinkedIn?
Is the main thing, but for me, it's like I'm a hiring manager essentially, so there's a lot of inbound referrals. Twitter I use a lot as well.
Twitter?
Yeah.
Do you know mods Follerwonk?
Which one?
Mods of Follerwonk?
No.
Okay, thank you very much. I say thank you very much because we will see mods of Follerwonk.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, and then the rest is kind of split between niche or like very specific type of
Okay.
Either job sites or places where like specific candidates go. So if I know it's like I'm looking for somebody in DevOps, then maybe Stack Overflow is good. If somebody's kind of more front end, then GitHub might be better.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do you find email on GitHub and Stack Overflow? Because sometimes it's very complicated, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty manual process.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know the patch? We will see later. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now you're looking for some developers. Where? Location?
In Toronto.
In?
Toronto?
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Just remember your name?
Bijan.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah. I would use LinkedIn. Like, I don't really have any experience with hiring because that's not what I'm familiar with. But I would probably use LinkedIn the most and search that. But also like reach out to like personal networks. Like if it's in a field that's specific and I know someone who's in there and they would probably know a variety of other people who do similar things as them. I would reach out to them and see if they have any referrals and stuff like that. So direct.
Okay, thank you.
So I'm a developer. I don't have any answers. I get this question asked by recruiters 5 times a day. So the answer is worth a lot of money to me. The question is how to find, you know, the
How do you
right
sourcing
talent.
online?
How do you know, if I can find the right person, I can, you know, sell it
But
for
right now-
tens of thousands of dollars.
Are you looking for other developers right now? Like to improve your network?
I have a side gig where I do tech screenings.
Okay.
I'm in New York area, so I do tech screenings for a few recruiting companies, and I have a secret database of all the hundreds of developers I screen, and the good ones and the bad ones.
Okay.
So I'm thinking for ways to sell it.
Okay.
But anyway, no, I don't know the answer. Yeah, I'm hoping to get some ideas and write some automated tools that will make the money
Okay.
sell.
Thank you very much for that, really.
Hi, I'm Alena. First of all, I did normal search for LinkedIn copywriter Lisbon,
Okay.
and it was a top perfis. I think it's in Portuguese, right? Top perfis copywriter. So it gives me a list. But then I did a normal research on Google by curiosity. Best copywriter in Lisbon.
Okay, so copywriter in Lisbon.
Yeah, and there are different results like Glassdoor, copywritercollective.com.
So
Yeah,
platform
a
that you
list
can
of-
see on Google
yeah,
and after.
yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Very basic, but to start with.
Yep. It's very cool. Carmen?
I don't really have an answer. I never had to do that, but I guess I would use LinkedIn.
Okay, thank you very much for that. It's very important.
As I work in branding and fashion, I always use Instagram, at least the first part of the funnel, because you can have a really good idea of the freelance, if it's a photographer or a stylist, or even a designer on Instagram, and even if I'm looking for a brand to work with, because you can see their state in terms of marketing. And then it's all about the core of the network, because, for example, find a writer, a fashion writer, a copywriter in Instagram, it's very difficult. But if I know a stylist or a photographer, then we create this Facebook group with everyone and have connected, that is part of my community. I ask them if people they already know if they know something.
But have you ever tried Pinterest for that?
No, I never use Pinterest.
You know that there are lots of users there about that?
Yeah.
Okay, we will find also something on Pinterest. It's not in our list, but we will find. Thank you very much for this idea.
Hi, my name is Dominic. I'm also a software developer, but I'm actually planning to start my own company when I'm ready technically for a launch plan. So my goal would probably be to find other people more in the management and marketing area.
Okay.
And for that, I'd probably first hit my network. I have a huge network, not on LinkedIn. I'm also on LinkedIn, but in Europe you have, especially in the German-speaking area.
Sync.
Yeah, Sync, yeah, right. So I have a big Sync network with a lot of developing.
Do you have a premium account there, or?
Yes, at the moment, but I'm giving it up.
Okay.
because
Actually, it's the worst
too
period about
intrusive.
Sync.
It's too intrusive. Actually, I'm looking for people. I'd start in my personal network first, and then I'd probably reach out, maybe through Google first.
Okay. Thank you.
Because it's a pretty generic search. So.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. So we have 2 minutes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Okay, I'll make it fast. Hi everyone, my name is Michelle. I'm from California. I actually use Facebook groups. I follow a lot of Facebook groups depending on which niche I need. So like for copywriting, website design, there's a lot of great Facebook groups for that. I kind of just scour through the post and see who comments the most, who provides the most valuable feedback, and I actually message them through there. And for more like redundant tasks, like one-time freelancing, like product descriptions on my website, I have one Amazon store and 2 Shopify stores that I run. So I go on Fiverr a lot, fiverr.com. It's very quick, very easy. For more unconventional ways, design related, like product packaging, I use 99 Designs. I find that they have really great quality designers. Or I use Behance.com. They have really great portfolios. I kind of just stock a bunch of designers on Behance and then message them if I think that their quality is like top notch. So.
Okay. Do you know Behance? It's for designers. It's very great. Oh, we will see also that. Thank you very much.
In the past, if people need to recruit me, they just bother me on LinkedIn. If I need jobs done, Fiverr for very cheap designs, Odesk for a little more tangible stuff. Going forward to recruit developer, I would use local meetup groups in our area. They're specialized in JavaScript.
Okay.
And if I ever were to seek a job again, I would use Angel Lists to find a job at a scale-up, or maybe Y Combinator's list of 20 best scale-ups to join.
Okay. Crunchbase?
Sorry?
Crunchbase also? Do you know Crunchbase?
No.
Okay.
Crunchbase, yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Good idea.
Okay. Claudia?
I don't need to look for anyone right now, but if I do have to, I would use LinkedIn.
Okay, great. Do you understand that before the question, how do you source in life? In this case, for example, you have like a mission or a goal that you want to reach. For example, I'm looking for recruiter in Singapore or whatever. So, so LinkedIn, and you have, right now, do you have like currently a mission to reach about people that you want to put in your network?
Yeah, that's true. As a recruiter, for my daily work, it's all I do. I majorly use LinkedIn, but also because I look people for like managerial positions. So that's the most reliable network in terms of business. But for technical part, engineering, IT development, and so on, it looks a bit challenging. So I ask for referrals, or mostly referrals. So I find another IT recruiter and ask for help.
Okay, so LinkedIn also for you.
Hi, I'm Polly, and I'm really new to online remote jobs, so I will stick with nothing. If I have to, if I have to pick something, that would be LinkedIn, but it's because the only thing I know. So.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Kashif?
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Okay, I think we can start. So we have almost 1 hour about that, and there is a secret, because every time that people are looking for someone on LinkedIn, just go there, wait for some seconds, and after I have the new platform, so a lot of you maybe have like the last design, so you can see the same here at the right side. So if you go to linkedin.com and you just push here on search bar, for Irish people that do my same job, so recruit in this case, for them that it's the pub, the bar, where they enjoy themselves, because it's very like the most fun part. So in this case, I have my bar here, but a lot of you for sure have them the right side. So people just go there and say, okay, for example, I'm looking for recruiter, and I write here recruiter. That's it. And after maybe I just put the location.
Can you use Singapore? I'm still looking for one.
Yeah. So, and people just do that. In this case, we have 3,000 more results, but that, just delete, it's the worst site, never and ever. Because all of them, in this case, sourcing candidates, sourcing people, like just with a stupid word, recruiter, in a stupid location, Singapore. No, it's not working like that. So, there is a a great tool in this case. We have four developers, and for sure they know it's Boolean search and X-ray. And I just create for you a list, and it's very simple to describe what is Boolean search, how they working online, and so on. We need 3-4 hours, but we will just. So sorry. Okay, you can start to write this, and for sure I will explain in a few seconds. So, yeah. So sorry. So on Boolean search, we have 5 different Boolean operators, and we have and, or, not, or, minus, brackets, and quotations. So and, or, not, always in uppercase. You can't never write in not like in uppercase, so always in uppercase. And doesn't mean that make a system about, for example, HR and recruiter, developer and full stack developer. So I'm looking for HR and recruiter, both together. It's totally different with or, recruiter or HR. So or just recruiter or HR. I don't need together in this case. So with and, for sure we don't have more results like or. With or we have a lot of results, a lot of numbers about that. With and we just refine our research. So in this case it's better when I use and, but we don't have too much result. And with not and minus, it's actually the same. So for example, I'm looking for HR and recruiter, but not sales. Or I'm looking for a developer with Ruby as skills, but no PHP, something like that. So and, or, and not are the first 3 comments about Boolean search, and we use that every time on LinkedIn, Google, Instagram, Twitter, and so on. But on LinkedIn are totally different than the other social media networks. Bracket and quotation. So in this case, when I start to looking for someone, the first thing that I need to do is open and brackets. So brackets, quotations, this one, recruiter, close quotation, close brackets, and that is my research. But if I want to combine all of them, we will see in a few seconds, I can use, so I can start from brackets, open quotation, recruiter, for example, it's a recruiter and HR. Okay, so recruiter on quotation, space, hands in uppercase, space, HR on quotation, and I close brackets. So it'd be something like that, no? Recruiter, I close the quotation, hands in uppercase, HR in, and that's it. That it's totally different than this one. And when I'm sourcing on LinkedIn, it's completely different with Boolean search. I can copy this one. It's a job title or a skill? It's a job title, no? In LinkedIn, a lot of people, like more than 19%, made this mistake every time. So they put recruiter and HR here. It's a mistake. Here you can put only skills. For example, I'm looking for recruiter and HR with social recruiting skill, or looking for recruiter and HR with talent acquisition skill. Or looking for it's looking a little bit different, but when you put a skills, it's better. So every time when you need to find someone, it's always job title, skill, and location. So we can start very, very easily with the job title, but never here. So where I need to put, it's very, very simple, because I can go here on all filters. And the first thing that I need to do is the connection, first, second, third degree. So in this case, say to LinkedIn, okay, you need to looking for all the candidates, all the people that you have on LinkedIn, not just the first. Because the first, it's people that stay in our network. The second, it's people that stay in our network and stay in the network of our connection. And third, we don't have nothing in common. So I need to find all of them on LinkedIn. Here in title does mean the job title, so I just do that. Be careful about the space. And I say, okay, the location to be like, for example, London. Here, you need to write a skill. So the skill to be like, for example, in my case, social recruiting. I go to apply, and I have 175 results. So in this case, it's very nice because I can see the people very, very close to me and close to my research. And so with Boolean search on LinkedIn, we don't have, like on Google, a lot of limits, because on Google, just 32 patterns of research. On LinkedIn, 64, so 74. So it's more freedom about that. So we can continue every single second about that, but we don't have actually the right time for do that. But there is a tool that can automatic everything. It's called Source Hub. Source Hub, it's was made from our Irish company, Social Talent, but the developer are in Poland, and I love the Polish developer. Actually, here you can find the same. Every time that you're looking for someone or a job or a company or an event and whatever, title your skills and your location. And we can do the same actually. So we can do the same research, like in this case. The skill was social recruiting, right? And the location was London. If I go to Go, what we'll do right now in 3 seconds, you can find a lot of cool words very close to recruiter, synonymous. And I can also use exclude. In this case, it's a not or minus. The skills are the same. And voila, here I can see the Boolean search. I don't know if you can see, like me. So if I go here on LinkedIn, I can have the same research, 105.8, a little bit more than before. And so actually with this, in this case, I use just a tool and not LinkedIn to automatic everything. And this is great because I can do the same with the same research, with the same Boolean string on LinkedIn X-ray. LinkedIn X-ray, it's more complex. It's combined research via Google and LinkedIn, like together. So here I can see 1,200 more results that people that stay on LinkedIn, but I didn't have before. So here I can have all the profiles, and it's actually the same. I can go ahead with my search, and I can do the same with Facebook. We will use a tool about that. So that it's a Facebook tool called Facebook Search, but we will see in the next minutes. And look, recruiter, 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 London. It's a huge list about it. And I can do the same with Google, Twitter, Google+, Indeed. If I'm looking for some CV or for some candidates, it can do the same. So in this case, I have just 2 CV or whatever. So here I have more than 10 different platforms, more than 10 different social media where I can use the same Boolean string, the same Boolean search, and go ahead with it. With X-ray, we have some different operators after and or note. It's a site entitled URL file type related. It's more complexity to explain that in really 1 hour because we need more time, more stuff about that. But you can use the same with, for example, site here. If you are looking for the same, that was the column. So it's a site uklinkedin.com and so on. If you're looking here, actually it's the same research on LinkedIn. So with X-ray, I can search candidates on Google with this kind of pattern. in title, it's actually the blue one here. And in URL, for doesn't know that, it's the green one. So in this case, I can use these kind of operators to find the same. So for example, site.glassdoor.com, site.linkedin.com, and everywhere, and also in title and in URL. With file type, for example, I can find curriculum vitae. So if I'm looking for recruiter in London, and I can use file type PDF and CV. And voila. Here I can see a lot of different curriculum vitae or Aeropass, or because in Europe, unfortunately, we have Aeropass as a template for curriculum vitae and so on, about people that it's very connected to my research. So in this case, we don't have actually too much time to describe in your title, site, and so on. But with this great tool, we can really understand how to automatic our research. Yeah.
X-ray only applies to Google.
Sorry?
X-ray only applies to Google search.
About in URL, you mean?
Like file type,
Yeah, no, file type in URL, in title and site, it's only on Google and Bing. You can use also on Bing, and Bing there are more operators, but no one uses Bing, so on Google. But you have only 32 quotations, so you can use only 32 keywords like recruiter or HR or recruitment or staffing and blah blah. But maximum 32. On LinkedIn are 17.4, so it's much better that.
You can use all these X-ray tags also in LinkedIn.
On LinkedIn with site, in title, in URL, in title, no. You can use just the Boolean search of before. So in LinkedIn, you can use just that, hand or note, brackets, and quotations. And for example, on LinkedIn, this symbol note, never, it's always better than minus, but when you write minus, it's minus, not space, brackets, quotation, keywords, close quotation, close brackets. Because with notes with the new version, there are lots of troubles. So I always write your research with notes, so and or notes combined together. And it's very simple because if you just understand that you don't need to put, like in this case, that it's a mistake because I put my job title here. It's not working like that. So always I go here, all filters. Here I can put my job title, and here I can put my skill. And that is a good research. Someone of you before told me that are looking also for people on Facebook. On Facebook, so before that there is this tool. So I can go here on Source App, click here on Facebook, and here. But there is a great tool. If you want later, I can send you an email about that with all the different URL and Chrome extensions. That is free. So it's a Facebook search. With Facebook search, never use on Twitter and LinkedIn, never, but only for Facebook. So at the left side, I can see people, pages, groups, events, posts, pictures. So if I'm looking for the same recruiter, I can say, okay, the job, because I have a list here, it's a name, like, job, leads, and so on. So my research, it's I'm looking for recruiter in London. So the first one would be job. So also right now, recruiter.
Sorry, what's the name of this tool that you're using?
Facebook search. I will send to you later. And after I say and, because I need a recruiter in London, and I say, okay, leads in London. And in 3 seconds, we have actually the result. It's actually the same. And voila. And I can start to refine my research every time that I want. For example, let's say it's a group member or a recruiter member, or group about developers and so on. It's gender about male and female, speaks which language, education, went to University College of Dublin and so on. So I have a lot of patterns here, and this is really great to find more candidates or people on Facebook. And also that it's very stupid, like relationship status, interest in visited. But for example, also for it's just an example for people that works here in Ubud. They are looking for people like they want to make Facebook advertising as posts, and they can see people that visited Bali or Ubud.
Well, interested in, I already used once.
Like that is very stupid, but you can start to play. And voila. People that visited in the last month, for example, Bali or Ubud, and work in business sector. So that's actually it's very great. There is another one tool that you can automatic also your Boolean search. It's called Artual. It's this one. It's also a great CRM and ATS, and do the same of source hub of social talent. So if I go to my LinkedIn profile, there is here you can find this tool, and I can do the same. So I can also grab his email. So that in this case it's my email, my telephone number, and so on. But I can also use Artual to find candidates. It's a really the same source app. I use every day both because they have so different results. So if I go here in discovery, I need like quick modes or smart mode. Every time just put here smart modes. It's like smart research, and I can do the same. So it's a recruiter. All the synonyms. And voila. In this case, I have more different platforms, so I can use that on LinkedIn, Google+, Indeed, Behance, Twitter, that it's Stack Overflow, GitHub, SlideShare, Xing, AngelList, About Me, Upwork, Fiverr. Also for designer, Behance here, research, gaming. So I can find really a lot of different stuff about it. Everything in few seconds, because in this case I have only 6 results, but it's the best one for me. And also you can see that my research wasn't very nice because I looking for recruiter in gaming, so I can just grab recruiter that stay in a platform for people that work in this kind of sector that want to hire, so it's not the best research. But with Artual you can really enjoy your research, and it's totally different about the results that you can grab on Social Talent. So every time Social Talent and Artual. There is also, so for the Facebook search, that it's the link intelligent search you can grab from Google Chrome as free. Do you remember Facebook search? It's actually this one. And done. Okay. About each tray, before we missed this one, related. Related, it's also if you want to find more competitors, or for example, I have my website ubud.org, and I want to find competitors about ubud.org. And voila, with related, I can find 8 of them, like Kumpul, you know. Okay, and here I can find an article about 8 co-working space in Bali, so it's very close to my research. So also this one is really great stuff. So to make a summary, and or note or minus every time in uppercase, I can't also not understand the logic, the system about Boolean search, because AI, so in this case, the technology built these kind of great tools like SourceUp and iTool. So I can use this one to find more people and so on. And with X-ray, it's more complicated than Boolean search, and it's very great tool for people like social media manager, copywriter, people that are looking for new contents like about Zumo and so on. But related, it's very, very simple. So you can just write related and no www, but just the column of your website, like ubud.org. And I can find co-working space are like competitors on Ubud co-working space right now. After that, we can see on Twitter that it's the website Follerwonk. On Follerwonk, you need to go just on search bio, follerwonk.com. It's a tool acquired from Mods. You know Mods? It's very, very important for people that do SEO. So if you want to looking for someone on Twitter, never go to Twitter feed, but always on Mods of Follerwonk, because here you can see. Okay, it's like LinkedIn, but more easy. So in this case, it's the same recruiter. If you want to use or, if you want to use and, also it's impossible. You need to use this one, the pipeline. So recruiter space pipe space HR. So and or, yeah, or also if you want to use and, it's impossible. Just the pipe.
Oh, just the pipe.
Yeah, just the pipe. Recruiter and HR. You say, okay, where? I say London. Very simple, do it, and I have, voila. And after I need to understand, I'm looking for people that tweet a lot, or so in this case, the most important will be for tweet. I need to make a login, so sorry. But actually, you know how it's working, so tweet, following, followers, and so on. So here in your case, you can also find better your research. About Instagram, it's very, very simple because I can grab this one, site. It's, you know, what does it mean, site? So site, it's Instagram, it's instagram.com, yes? And I can use brackets, quotation. So I'm looking for recruiter on Instagram in London. And voila. Here, for example, I can see for sure that it's an in-house agency. It's an in-house agency in London. So I can contact them, I can make some deal with them, and so on. But that was my research. For you would be very different. For example, looking for fashion designer or designer. Where? Okay. Because you can do like Boolean search or X-ray on Instagram. That is the only research that you can do. There are a lot of different tools about how to find people on Instagram, but Instagram closed all of them in the last 3 months. But the most important research that you can do is only with X-ray. You can grab candidates, for example, when they close, like it's like a private Instagram profile, no? When it's public, with this one, it's really the best action that you can really do it. So on Twitter, mods of Follerwonk. It's very, very easy. On Instagram, just remember site, instagram.com, Boolean search, in this case, just quotation brackets. Very, very simple. When you write the location, never in brackets, but always on quotations. On for use Boolean search, you can also understand the process in the system. Just need to use Source App, and the other one was Air Tool. And with these two platforms, I can really understand better some. On LinkedIn, actually there was a bad moment, I think, for LinkedIn after, like in the last year, after the Microsoft acquisition. But that was a really cool stuff about LinkedIn, the old version. They are working for the new version. Right now, you can see if you, for example, are looking for candidates or people that went with you in University College of Dublin, you can see a lot of information about the university, where they work, the total employee count, and so on. If you go here and see alumni, you can do the same research with Boolean search. For example, I'm looking for a recruiter that had they like graduated in this kind of university, and I can see that there are 300 and so on. So where they working right now? In Ireland, States, UK, where they working, which kind of companies? So Google, Ernst Young, Facebook, Microsoft, LinkedIn, blah blah blah. And what they do, in this case, it's the industry, the sector, and so on. Here, I can find the candidates, so I can find the 300 more people that are connected to my research with Boolean search. This one is my favorite one about LinkedIn. You can grab from LinkedIn as on the platform, but it's like a private link. It's like mod on in the last 2 years, and no one used this link. That it's like the directory of LinkedIn. And that it's my favorite one, because if for example, just tell me a skill that you're looking for. For me, it's like recruiting, or we can start with mine, and after we can see with yours. So I just go here on R. That is the link. So linkedin.com/directory/topics. Don't write the R, but just topics. So on recruiting, okay. When I go here on recruiting, I can see the top companies. So what they do right now as recruiters, all of them are freelance. After they work in Accenture, ADP, IBM, Hayes, Amazon, Adecco, Randstad, blah blah. Where they went to the university, that it's also very important. Of course, USA, because a lot of them are in USA. The top skills, that it's very important for my endorsement, or also when I create my LinkedIn profile, it's very, very important. Management, training, leadership, and so on. Here with the same, it's like a landing page. So with this landing page, I can find people that do the same job. So in this case, recruiter. I can find job offers, and just need to put the location here. And I can find how to grab more skills. So that it's with lynda.com. Lynda.com was acquired from LinkedIn 3 years ago as a e-learning platform. And I can find all the articles and pieces about this kind of topic. So it's a landing page about all the data of LinkedIn. And it is very nice to understand better where they are. So in this case, it's very logical. So I'm looking for a recruiter. Okay, maybe it's very nice if I go here and see that all of them work for these companies. So here I can find a lot of people that work there. So I say, okay, Randstad. So I can contact people that work as recruiter in Randstad, and after I can understand where in Randstad, so in which part of the world.
But these statistics are not available to me, so I guess it's because you have the paid version of LinkedIn?
No, it's the free version.
I went to React.
No, for some different skills, it's not for, you can grab all the data for some different skills.
It depends on the skill.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just dependent about the skills. But here you can find people Yeah, and the article. Because I'm not for. I think it's Rex. It's for program. It's not the best platform. LinkedIn about it. But if you go, for example, in GitHub, you use language colon. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
It's actually say. So that it's very important to understand the process about the data on LinkedIn. About your profile, it's very important if we go there to understand some. Okay. To be honest, LinkedIn is not the best platform to find any job. It's the best platform to connect with people. And every time we do the same mistake, we never write something to the others. It's very important to head a note or write something to the people. But before to do that, it's very important the first step, understand what you are looking for. That was the same question when we start before. For example, I'm looking for a developer on LinkedIn in London. That is great. So I can use SourceUp, RTL, and all the different tools that we saw before. I have dates. I have also dates from LinkedIn alumni. I have dates from LinkedIn directory. I grab and put everything on CRM or RTS, whatever. But it's very different than before. After that, I can see, okay, now I need to make a connection with people. And every time that I do that, I will just show you a stupid example. So there is Damien. I say, okay, Damien, he works for Unit 4. It's for sure in in-house agency. And when I need to make a connection with him, always we just go there on connect. Not here, LinkedIn. What I need to do right now, it's send now or head a note.
Let's write something on sync to him.
Yeah, but the 95% of people on LinkedIn go there and no one reply. So it's not networking, it's not connection. You can build nothing with people. It's very important to understand that the 73% right now that the members that we can find on LinkedIn are passive candidates, are passive people. So they just go there, send now, or they just confirm all the invitation that they just received from the other people, and that is not very nice. It's not actually LinkedIn. So every time just go there and write head a note. Before we saw with Kashi is a LinkedIn profile, and you can also have an all-star LinkedIn profile, but if you don't understand that the best part of LinkedIn is resourcing, and the second step is connect with people, you can grab any money, you can grab any candidates, you can grab nothing with all-star profile. It's just all-star profile. But it's very important, actually, that it's not best workshop for that. It's how to write your LinkedIn profile. It's very important that it's in Italian. It's very important to have a summary with 2,000 words and characters, sorry, and also have a description every kind of different work experience with media. You can put a lot of video, link, pictures. So it's like a puzzle. That is very, very important, and so on. And it's also the same for educations and skills and recommendations. But to be honest, it's not the best site. You can really have a all-star profile, but no one will come to you. Maybe if you are a developer, yes, because all people in the world looking for developers, and they know how many job heads or how many messages they grab any day. But for the rest of the words, for the rest of the job titles, it's not like working like that. So it's very important to understand what you are looking for, how we can source in people, and so on. So I think we have some minutes if you say yes to make some different examples with, for example, if I'm looking for a designer in London, we can start to use, like right now with Boolean search. Okay, I need to automate my Boolean search, so SourceUp and the RTL every day. So if you want to, we can use this one about your examples. Yes.
Why 2,000 characters in summary you mentioned?
It's the maximum.
It's important to actually use it all.
Yep. Yep. It's also important because about the summary, there you can divide the summary in 5 different sites, and it's very important. Say what I'm looking for on LinkedIn, what I want to do on LinkedIn, what I, for example, I'm ready to share all my skills about recruiting with other recruiters online. So for do that, I will write 3 different posts on LinkedIn about HR recruiting staffing sector. So in this case, I can grab also people that will start to follow my LinkedIn content. Unfortunately, I don't know if you know LinkedIn Pulse. It's LinkedIn Pulse. It's inside of LinkedIn. It's like the Medium as blog or inside LinkedIn. It's not working as well like before. So it's very important also on LinkedIn start to put a lot of video, especially from mobile. And in the last 3 months, I saw how Facebook change the algorithm, and also how LinkedIn changed the algorithm about video. And if you compare right now, it's very important to do a lot of webinars on Facebook and a lot of video on LinkedIn. Native video on Facebook, it's not working as well like 1 year ago. It's very important do webinars or live video, not to say, okay, I am Bali. It's very stupid, but encourage people to have a conversation soon. On LinkedIn, they change a lot their algorithm about content, and if you put a lot of videos, every time that you put a post on LinkedIn, you reach the 20% of your audience. For example, if I have 500 connections, it's very important to have minimum 500 connections on LinkedIn. Every time that I put something, I can reach maximum the 20%, so it's not too much. So I need to put minimum 3 contents for a day. And the first one would be like an update about your industry. In my case, it's recruiting and stuff. So the first link that I can put on LinkedIn, like at 8 a.m. or 7 a.m., it's the best time to put something on LinkedIn about the timing details. It's very important to write, like, for example, an update about our industry. So in my case, it's staffing and recruiting. Tag people, go ahead. The second will be a video. The third will be a lot of posts on groups. It's very important to use groups and post the same post that we post in our share in our LinkedIn profile, also in some different groups. And after you will see how much you will grab more followers, more connection, and so on. So who would like to sourcing? If you have, of course, an example. Okay.
But it's the specific, it's the industry that's the trouble, the renewable energy.
Okay. So, for example, I use a lot of time Wikipedia to understand better some different words. And so I just write no Wikipedia, but wiki, and the keywords is
Renewable energy.
okay. And I can also write like energy. Because on Wikipedia, when I go to sourcing some different keywords, I can also understand some different synonyms. Like, for example, you can recognize some different keywords that you're looking for here, like kinetic energy or.
No, I mean it's a good practice definitely. Just it's the name of the industry, so it's kind of fixed even in LinkedIn.
Okay. So come here and we can. But put here on the skills, not on the job title.
You want to go through the source hub.
Yep.
So we do. I'll put the industry in skills and yeah, it was renewable energy.
Okay, if you need more, yeah, you can also, the maximum it's here 30 keywords.
It will be and or.
No, it's automatic in this case. It's automatic Boolean search. We just need the keywords, the right keywords. And after you will find synonyms, and after you can grab the automatic research as well. Okay, you can put the location. Singapore. Okay, go. Oh. Okay. Here we have a lot of different words. It's like Wikipedia, so we don't lose too much time and money. Here we are. That is the Boolean search.
This is suggested by.
You can see as well from here. Or and.
It's a smart one. Wind power added all type of
Yeah.
related.
And in a few seconds you can. Okay, there was like before a problem with the platform, but on X-Ray you can have all of that, like energy, Singapore, recruiter, and so on.
So you use the. Just you went through the
Yep.
Out of LinkedIn.
I don't think that, like for example, on Facebook we can grab something with all of that. No, we can.
Still.
We 2, 3, like that. It's like in this case, recruiter on Facebook in Singapore, but for sure is looking for the same sector about you, like people that work in the same sector of yours, and so on. On Instagram, would be sorry.
The Google had quite good result actually in this case.
No, it's also LinkedIn. Yeah, Google, yes, for sure. But it's also LinkedIn, but there is a problem with the platform sometimes happen. Look, because I put like all of that here. So you just need to take this one. Okay. Okay, there is like one, because we put a lot of skills in this case. Yeah. You can save the research and after, because in this case it's a hand. When we have a lot of hand, loss result. When we have a lot of or, it's better. But about the quantity, it's very nice. About the quality, sometimes we had a lot of troubles about it. Okay. You already downloaded the?
Just looking at the different ones here.
Okay, go to LinkedIn.
Wonderful. 77 is absolutely a good one.
Yeah.
You're hired. Thanks.
And just remember also the same with modes of following on Twitter and Instagram site, instagram.com, Boolean search. That is very, very, very nice. And also it's the same with our tool. So I can do the same research that she does before, also here. And they are totally different because there are also totally different platforms about it. Are you sourcing for candidates on GitHub against Stack Overflow, or sorry, for developer on GitHub?
It would probably just be going through repos of something similar, seeing who's active.
Okay.
And just reaching out to them.
Anyway, that it's very, very simple. For example, here there are some different examples. So if you're looking for developers with PHP as a language, in this case as a program they knows, and it's very important to use also followers. And for example, I use every day from 5 to 25. And also I can put the location, and I say, okay, it's London. Okay. In this case, it's just looking for developers with just minimum 5, maximum 25 followers. So not like too much. Maybe they are more open to stay in touch or some different opportunities from our site. And yesterday, 1 year ago, and so also Duo. Yeah, it's I don't know why it's not here. Duo, it's like the same of GitHub and Stack Overflow, but there is a problem with your. Okay. It's the same, but they base it in Ukraine and Russia. If you are looking for developers, though, it's very, very cool. I think there is a problem with Wi-Fi. Okay, I don't know if other people would like to try that, but I think the language is very, very simple. If you don't understand that, it's very difficult to be honest. X-ray, Boolean search. We need like 1 week to describe all of that, but with this kind of tools, it's better than before.
What's the keyword for remote? The only one I discover, like from candidate perspective, is just on LinkedIn. You can do remote or telecommute in the location field, and it kind of works.
About location, the reason you can use worldwide, but about
There is a relocation remote right now.
yeah, but it's not working as well. No, but on headline, a lot of people write on the headline. The headline, it's this one. So technical recruiter help companies, blah blah blah. So they say, okay, I am a digital nomad or working remotely, and so on. So if you put on the ear when you're sourcing for someone, just here like digital nomad, like quotation brackets quotation, digital nomad, close quotation, close brackets, or you can also do or open quotation nomad, close quotation, or nomads, close quotation, or whatever. We can find something.
So try to hit all the keywords.
But do you want to find a job or a candidate?
Well, once I understand this, then I can optimize my. Either way, I'm just curious what the keywords are. Remote.
The jobs are on different platforms like Remote.io and stuff.
Yeah, but I
Right,
have
yeah.
a filter on LinkedIn running on remote location. Every day I get like 40 offers.
I have that too. Yeah,
That is
I have an alert
helpful
on.
for you.
Yeah, but that's just LinkedIn. I was curious if
Something
what do
more
the other
remote.
tools? What are? I know the LinkedIn trick, but that's the only one I know.
Yeah, about that, for example, we need to exclude like keywords like digital marketing, because in this case he just grabbed one from this one. But actually the best platform for that is Nomad List.
Nomad list, yeah.
Yeah, you know Nomad List?
Yeah, I know. Or remote, okay.
Remote OK, it's inside of Nomad List.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, if you go, there is also a sidebar about jobs, but if you go on I'm looking for people, also here normally Boolean search are working as well. So if you are looking for, like in this case, developer, on normal list use every time Boolean search and it's okay. Okay, I finished about tools and software and sorry.
Just a remark about Barcelona.
Okay.
I wouldn't expect that it plays well.
To be honest, it's just my idea. It's not working as well about data. Every time, for example, I saw a lot of mistakes about Tallinn in Estonia, and actually it's in the top 10, but it's impossible that Los Angeles is here, about also the cost of living. So
But Ubud looks quite accurate.
there is just Canggu.
There is Ubud. If you type in, there'll be the.
Yeah, but not like in the, yeah, it can go there and so on, but there is another one acquired by Move to Guides. It's Teleport. It's a nice hub. There is also the version from the web, but it's better the mobile hub. and you just put like some different research, like looking for great environment about universities, startups, and companies, whatever, and it just grab the best results for your research in the world about it, and also about the cost of living and so on. So teleport, I prefer teleport than normal list, to be honest. But about people, normal list, it's very cool. And I don't know if you use Strap. Strap, it's really a cool app. It's made in France, but they opened also in New York in the last 3 months. And it's about location. So if I am right now in here in Ubud, I can see the other users that use, of course, Strap, that do my same job. Yeah, it's this one. Strap. Sharp. It's sorry, my accent. Sharper. It's a like, so sorry, a Tinder. It's the same. Swipe. For example, the founder of Tinder 1 month ago made the same app. It's called Ripple, not the Bitcoin, but it's actually they have the same name and they have the same technology. So you can just swipe professional people that are looking for your basic research in your location. So if I am right now in Ubud, we will looking for the people in Ubud as well. Do you have any questions or doubts or info or?
Very useful. Yeah, I have a question. I just need a.
Two or one? Because I saw you with
one.
two. Okay.
Because maybe there is best platform, either a keyword for looking. If I'm looking, for example, for writers, not copywriters, like a book writers, authors.
X-ray.
X-ray.
Yeah, X-ray. No, it's not a platform. X-ray, it's this one.
Yeah.
Because a lot of you can go on Fiverr, you can go on Upwork, but you can grab there only freelance people. Also on LinkedIn, there are lots of copywriter or social media manager or people that create contents for web. But the best thing is X-ray. X-ray, actually, it's very complicated. We need like a 1 week as workshop to describe X-ray. But for example, I can use. Do you know any kind of blog about copywriters and so on? Okay.
Be a writer.
Yeah, writer, like a book writer, not like a
Copywriters, or you just put every kind of the synonyms, and you can do also your title.
Take the copy away, then it's probably right there.
Yeah, but I made a mistake. Copy. That is the basic research, so that is from scratch. And so I can understand, like, for example, Coke agency, maybe it's for sure it's a great content because they are looking for someone. So maybe Coke's agency, it's agency that are looking for copywriters, I need to sourcing. Or there, if I connect Coke agency on LinkedIn, I can see how many employees they have, and I can see how many people I can like grab a connection soon. And anyway, we have this one. So, but that it's really from scratch. After you can use site copywriter.com. It's just a stupid example. In title, copywriters, in URL, copywriter, jobs or job or CV, just put everything together in this case. But for do that, we actually need more time. It's not for like 1 hour. But with X-Ray, it's very, very cool because you can grab data from Google in this case, or Bing. It's actually the same. Every time I grab data from Google, and after I go to LinkedIn, and there it's it's my deal. So in this case, Google, LinkedIn, send a message, not automatic message, but write something to the others, create connection, do that every time, every day, and after, it's 100% that you grab a lot of cool stuff.
Grazie.
Prego. Other questions? But sure, that was especially for about Source Hub and Artual was like it's everything. I think it's logical. It's about the system that we can grab right now. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much to you.